Alright, a very enthralling qualifying session here at Silverstone has led us to the main race and the main event for this British Grand Prix. Welcome along to the 11th round of the F1RC Season 11 campaign at the home venue of Formula 1, where we first raced here back in 1950. A whole 75 years later, we're here for the 75th time at the British Grand Prix, and we have a race to do, of course, with 14 drivers lined up on the grid. And let's introduce those 14 drivers. And so, inherited pole position, qualified P2, but he gets pole. But that is Greninja Warrior, won here last season with Menon starting alongside him in P2. Then we have Arati returning to F1 for one race, usual FIA. He starts from McLaren in P3 with Pix on his home race starting in P4. Then we have Demo for Red Bull with P5 and Chris. Got pole, got a grid drop though because of cutting the track. He starts P6 for V-Car, worst start of the season for him. Then we have the Mercedes of yeah, I forgot. And then, what's it called? And then we have Bruno Raptors here in the Lamborghini, the second McLaren here, another home race driver here. It's Danny. Then we have the Ford of Bacon, and then we're gonna have the Mercedes of Axel just behind the Ford. Then we have Luca, the reserve driver for Lamborghini. Oiskry isn't here. Then we have Trident in P13 with Liam in P14, starting at the back, and the new FI member of the medical car right there. That's Jaden. So yeah, welcome.
I have a peas, burger, cheese.
Nice. All right. So CC limit.
CC limit is 25. Good luck, everyone.
That's quite strict.
Do you mean no?
It's 27 last. Make it like 30.
Yeah, I was joking with 25. It's obvious. We're obviously not gonna go 25.
People saying
So
30.
anyone who actually believes that, you're just stupid.
Okay. I only added the CCs at turn 2 and 3. That's the only ones I added. So I can. Okay, 35. Fine.
Just stay on track, and you won't be. You won't need those 5 extra.
Literally, just stay on the track.
30 CCs.
All right, 35, 40, 45 CC limit. All right. Everyone ready? Oh, I can't.
Ready.
All right, Max can get out of the road.
Okay.
Fuck's sake. All right, Mercedes, please get in your car. Whoever that is. Alright, I guess if you start late, that's not my fault. Alright, so, as we get prepared for the British Grand Prix, 5 laps on ahead of the drivers here at the home venue of F1, it's lights out of the way we go. Menon with a pretty decent start, actually putting up alongside Greninja Warrior immediately into turn 1. Gonna be tied between these two, and Chris from P6 on the grid already up into P3. So, great stop of the V-car. Menon trying to apply pressure into turn 3 we go. Menon to the inside, no, forced the wrong way around, and Greninja Warrior has maintained his lead. Pixel actually trying to fight the V-car with Chris as we go into Aintree, onto the Wellington straight we go, with Green still leading the Grand Prix. Looks like Arati's dropped a few positions. Chris up into second place for V-Cup, so it's been an electric start for him. Menon being put under pressure by the second Bruno Pixel, and looks like the McLaren of Arati is in through Brooklands and Loftwood we go. Green still ahead. You can see Menon trying to get up the inside of the Bron GP of Pixel, that is, and he's still in P3 for the time being. Is the Rusty's Pixel trying to get through. There's Arati being put under pressure by the Red Bull of Demo, and Bruno not too far behind. Through Cups we go. Turn 9, you can see Chris that much closer to Greninja Warrior out in front. Can he make a move? And the Magus Beckett is gonna think about it, you know, and he's gonna try. Will it work out for the V-Cup? I think it might have just have, which it will. Greninja Warrior loses P1 here on the opening lap, and Chris out into P1, but Green doesn't want to let that go so easily. As through Stowe we enter up the hill, you climb into turn 15. Chris slightly ahead, and Green trying everything he can to stay ahead. It's not going to work on this occasion, but there's still wheel to wheel to the Vale chicane. Green to the inside, Chris to the outside, and Green manages to get back ahead of the V-car. As we see Pixel going one of the background, so Green maintains his lead just about ahead of Chris. Then comes Melon, and then Pixel ahead of Arati, then Demo, Bruno, Ginger, Voltaire, and Danny. Bad start for Danny. He's down in P10, trying a pretty decent start from P13 up to P11 right now, and also in his home race. And then we have Bacon, Luca, and Liam at the back of the grid. Oh god, okay. Chaotic start here as we see Arati currently in a squabble with the Red Bull of Demo. He's trying to hunt down Pixel as we speak. Demo trying to get much closer. Can he get through on the McLaren? He's going to try around the outside of Loffield. Not going to work on this occasion. I mean, he has to be wary of Bruno, the Lamborghini right behind him, because he's actually right all over his gearbox. And even the Mercedes there of Ginger, he's not too far behind. So there is that. Oh yeah, Arati thinking about a move here on the Braun GP. Can he make it stick through Cops? Not going to work on this occasion. Demo's still ahead of the Lambo as well. Green and Chris fighting through Magus and Beckett's. We're not interested in that for the moment. You can see Bruno, lots of oversteer exiting Beckett's, and he's forced to go wide. Can't make the overtake, but I think Demo might think of an overtake here on the McLaren of Arati. Zuenter still, can he send it up to the inside? No, just slightly too far back. Arati slightly deep through the corner, and that allows Demo to close into the Vale chicane. We go. Is Arati going to be smart to defend into the chicane? He is, but Demo that much late on the brakes, and a great overtake. Arati was late. No, Demo. Ooh, Demo. Lucky boy. There is an invis wall there, so lucky he didn't hit it. Lucky boy, he's escaped that one just about, and he's lost the position to Bruno, I believe. And even the Mercedes of Ginger not too far behind. Back to the racing action out at in front, though. Green is still ahead of Chris for the time being. Melon's been dropped a little bit by these two, so...
Crush, why are you on track?
Oh
He's driving an Audi for some reason.
What? Just fling him.
Right.
Yeah, just
your orders.
This guy's so laggy. Alright. What's it called? Alright, well.
I'm going to get rid of this car.
Lucas spun it.
Yeah, he's.
Lucas
I think
spun.
he's might be a little bit.
He's Loffield. Yeah, there goes the Ford of Bacon. Maybe we'll think of an overtake here.
Oh, Liam has a chance! Come on, Liam! Come on!
Liam of all people, Liam in the Ford. God damn it! Oh god! All right, let's see the battle for the back market position. So Luca and Liam in the Ford and Lamborghini. Oh, Luca, big mistake though. Same thing for Liam. He's forced to cut the corner as Liam through Beckett's. That's not what you want to be doing. God damn! All right. Well, anyways. There's a car going wide in the background. I think that might be a McLaren. Yes, it is. That was a McLaren. That was a Razzie. Lucky to keep it from spinning. So, yeah. Alright, lots of action going on here. You can see Danny in a squabble with the Mercedes right there.
Williams just slammed it into the pit lane.
Slammed into the pit lane?
Yeah.
Who did?
Liam.
Oh. Okay,
Liam's
what is
he's
pitting. Okay, so Liam pit. Alright, 4 laps in and we already got a pit stop. Alright, well.
Oh, Bruno is on the back of Green here. As we're
that is... No, that's a Ratty.
No,
that's Pixel,
Bruno.
my bad. That's Pixel. My bad.
Oh, that's Pixel.
The midfield fight's actually pretty close. I mean, you got Pixel, Bruno, Ratti, Voltaire, Demo, and Ginger, all close to, even Danny as well, all close together. So, a bit of a wobble for the. Okay, kick crush, bro. Like.
Can someone else do it because I'm currently pouring a beer.
Oh, Voltaire says he needs to go. Oh, God. And he's put up to a safe spot and he dips. All right. Voltaire's out of the British Grand Prix. Not ideal. Oh, well. That's... Okay. Well,
that's not great for
that's
Mercedes,
not great
is
for
it?
Mercedes, no. Green extending slowly the gap out in front. It's now up to 0.5 of a second. Melon's been absolutely dropped by these two. Wonder if strategy is going to come into play here. I mean, tire wear... It is Silverstone, so tire wear could be quite high at this circuit. High-speed corners, minimal braking points as well, so we'll see.
Meanwhile, Bruno is still trying to make a move from down here.
You could very well see a mix of strategies with 1 stops and 2 stops happening at the same time.
That is true. As we see Bruno Raptors. There's Pixel. Pixel going slightly wide through the entry of Brooklyn. Bruno now that much closer. Alright, yeah.
Liam, is everything alright?
God damn it. Alright, well, anyways, we see Bruno fighting the Braun GP up the inside. He's going to go for the Lamborghini at Cop's corner, turn 9. I think Bruno might have just made an overtake on the second Braun of Pixels. Again to Max and Beckett. No. Pixel still ahead, and he's putting on a show for his home crowd. Bruno taking a slightly better line, though, through Beckett, and he pushes the Braun off the track. They both go off the track. Danny as well. Sorry, that was a Razzie.
Liam's been
Liam's just smacked it into like 3 walls.
He's doing this on purpose. He's just trolling.
Yeah.
He's just trolling. Ignore him. Alright, he's into the pit lane, and Bruno Raptors does get ahead of the Braun GP of Pixel. Crucially for Lamborghini, they are now up to P4. So great stuff by Bruno Raptors. You see Arati in the background, not doing too bad. Danny being put under pressure by the Mercedes of Ginger at the moment. So let's see if Danny can try and pull away. Maybe even think about an overtake on Demo. These are the closest
okay,
fights.
I know why Liam has got 18 cc's, but Luca, how do you have 18 cc's?
18. Let's do a CC status update,
Yeah.
matter of fact. Alright, Axel 10, Bruno 8, Danny 11, Demo 8, Arati 4, Trident 6, Green 9, Melon 1, Noah 5, Pixel 8, Chris 10, Liam 18, and Luca 18. As we see, the Mercedes here, Ginger thinking of an overtake on the McLaren of Danny. Danny was slightly wide through Lawfield, and you can see Ginger all over the rear end of that McLaren thinking of a move here in the turn 9. Is it going to happen on this occasion? Maybe it's going to be forced a long way around by the McLaren, which you will. Side by side they go, and Danny hits a big bump, and Danny, Danny at Cops corner. Oh, Danny, it's a big mistake, and he loses a position to the Mercedes, and even freaking the Ford of Bacon flies through.
I was just about to say how well Ginger's done in that Mercedes before he was about to go into that battle with Danny. And then...
Luca, if the pit stop doesn't work, just go into a different box.
Yeah, I mean, you could pit at whatever pit box. Like, there's no designated pit box here. So, yeah, that was a big mistake, though, by Danny in the McLaren through Cops. And you can see Ginger going a bit wide there. So there's that. Wow, horrible mistake by Danny. As we currently see Trident now. He's trying to... He even made an overtake on Danny. So there's that. Let's see if...
Meanwhile,
Trident...
at the front, both Green and Chris are currently dominating this race. 5 seconds ahead of 3rd place.
That is wild. About a second a lap quicker, I believe they are. Yeah, Chris with a 25.0 and Menon with a 26.1 in this most recent lap. So, they're about a second quicker than Melon out in front. And Chris is slowly starting to close in on Greninja Warrior. But isn't close enough to think about a move. And a big snap of oversteer for the V-Carb. But you can see these two pushing each other to their limit right now. And Greninja Warrior has won this race before. Chris has never won here. I mean, he's a rookie, so it makes sense. But, what's it called? Alright, crushed. Whatever. Bro, Ginger's doing fine. I don't know why he would fire him. Like, he's doing fine. You can see how much
the other
closer.
half, Ita, who's just jumped out.
Well, that's fair. Oh, Lucas says the car has stopped working. Chris is closing in on Greninja Warrior. This is the closest he's been. He got on 2 wheels to the final corner. Very close.
I think you need to jump out if it stopped working.
And Luke.
Or you go into manual then and just.
Oh, he stopped at the start of the track. Okay.
The 1st place.
Okay. Well, he's on the start of the racetrack right now. It's not on the racing line.
Press P. Press P. Sometimes the P brake might stick your car.
Even though it's on. Oh,
What gear are you in?
Bacon and Danny have a battle here.
He's lying his ass off. He's role playing. Car's fine.
Here, turn it off and turn it
I
back
have
on.
no idea what's happening.
Bacon sticks it, and he's up into P10. But Danny's
nice.
not.
Danny's gone very wide.
Yeah, I was about to
It's
say.
not P, not any shift, because I know that
Danny's
shift
back
sometimes.
into P10, but I don't think.
No.
But I think he
Let's
gained
go.
an advantage there, but I don't know.
Liam's.
Oh, Lucas going again.
Oh, he's gone? Okay. Alright, Liam's exploring the track right now, so I'm not sure what he's up to. It's actually the lap cars are. He's gonna get lapped twice here. It's gonna be great. Alright, well, Greninja Warrior still ahead of Chris right now. And, yeah. Melon doing his thing. Arati trying to close in on Pixel.
Alright, pit lane entry closed.
Okay.
Ginger's on the back.
Oh no, Lucas still going. Pit lane entry is open.
Has he got it moving? Yeah, he's got it moving.
Yes.
Okay. he's moving, but very slowly.
At the slowest rate possible.
Press M now.
Bruno
Luca.
now up to P4, so Bruno Raptor's doing... Oh, wait, yeah, he wasn't P4 before, my bad. Yeah, Bruno doing really good right now for Lamborghini. Pixel slightly staying ahead of Arati right now. They're in a squabble, so this is the closest fight on track. Arati up the inside because Pixel makes a mistake at turn 3. Through the inside of turn 4 we go now with the McLaren and the Braun GP. Side by side they go down the Warrington straight as we see the lap car of Liam. He gets out of the ways onto the grass now, and these two, I think Pixel is slightly ahead going into Brooklands with the BRDC clubhouse to the right-hand side. Arati tries to send it to the inside out of the corner, and he does make the overtake. Pixel breaks later, though, through left field, and that is going to compromise his line, and the Ratty easily thrown the inside of the McLaren, gets up into P5, unless Pixel can try and fight this back as best he can. Through cups, we're going to enter now. No, he's not close enough to make a move, and Ratty does get ahead of the Braun GP.
And Ginger Demo are just having a massive battle going through the entry of Maggots and Beckett's.
See if oh yeah, Ginger and Demo, you said. Let's see how this squabble is gonna go. Oh, Ginger, bit of oversteer through Beckett's. That's gonna compromise his line. Red Bull versus Mercedes here, and we see Demo getting through on the Mercedes of Ginger, and that is for P7. So Red Bull.
Yeah, I can confirm Luca has retired.
He has, okay.
And he's in the pit lane, so there's no need for safety car or anything like that.
Alright. Whoa. Oh, Ginger's pitting. Ginger is pitting for Mercedes. And he slows it down nicely. Okay. Hold on, Ginger. In for Mercedes, so that's basically one of the first people to pit.
7.
Yeah, he goes by accident.
There goes the here's another car pitting. This is Danny. So Danny also comes into the pit lane. There's Ginger coming in, puts on a set of medium compound, and Danny puts another set of hards on. No, he's going to put on mediums. So Danny will put on medium tires. Here's another car, Bacon, coming in as well. So Bacon coming in for Ford. He just, wait. I think he might have used a different, or not, yeah. He might have used a different pit box, my bad.
Out. Oh no, that's Liam.
Alright, yeah. Alright, well, meanwhile, at the front end, Greninja Warrior and Chris, they're still dominating out in front, and Green has led every lap so far. Chris has not been able to overtake Greninja Warrior. And we've seen the amount of times that Green has fought at this venue before. Obviously, this was the circuit where he debuted all the way back in Season 7. This was Green's first ever race in F1RC. And season after that was the first time that they got a podium in this league. In Season 8, the British Grand Prix, for McLaren, Green stood on the podium for the first time. Season 9 nearly won the thing, but by the slenderest of margins, 8/8300ths of a second, Green lost the race win to Epic Lexer. And then in Season 10 was when he won it, and that was last season. We're here in Season 11, and a new rival has emerged for Greninja Warrior, and that is Chris. The gap is 7/10 now between these two, as we're on lap 11 of 27 here at Silverstone. Bruno Raptors in P4 doing a very stellar job for Lamborghini.
Understeer from Kanye as it goes through Lutfield.
Liam with a 5-second time penalty for excessive corner cutting, so we'll just Liam 5 seconds. Alright. Alright. Ratty, what's he up to right now? Ratty has overtaken Pixel a few laps ago, and he's extended his gap to him. So Pixel's been dropped by the McLaren. I think the closest fight on track right now is for the lead, which is Chris and Greninja Warrior.
I think Liam is out of the race because he's just got it stuck in the pit lane.
Ah, great.
Good sight, Liam.
Gap up to 1.2 seconds now between Chris and Green. And Liam, yeah, he is. Oh, yeah, he is. Oh, Melon. Lots of oversteer on the main straight there.
Oh,
Bruno's in. Bruno's in. Okay. Bruno's into the pit lane. And Liam jumps out of the car. Liam's out of the British Grand Prix. Alright.
Alright.
Let's see. Been a clean race so far. No safety cars. I don't want to jinx it, but.
Danny with a little bump as he goes through Maggots and Beckett's, but it's fine for now, as he has no one behind him.
Kept it going, but Danny,
Jesus.
Danny's living on the brink of death right there, going through the exit of Chapel. Don't want to be doing that one. Alright. Well, we continue on, and let's see what Demo's up to. Demo is being chased down by Ginger at the moment. So this is actually now the closest fight on track. Mercedes versus Red Bull at Silverstone. Let's hope a 2021 doesn't happen.
Like that.
If you mention that again, Jordy, I will leave.
My bad. Oh, Ginger, no, Ginger was he down onto the gravel he goes. He doesn't spin, but he loses a heap of time to Demo. That was a big mistake by Ginger through Luffield. Oof. Alright, I'm gonna rejoin the it's not laggy, but it's just the frames are slightly dropping, so I mean I'm gonna rejoin.
Oh, that's Ratty going wide at the final corner.
Oof. You can see DJ here, the race engineer of Melon for Rusty's, so and the team principal as well, so I'm encouraging him on. Alright, well. Here we go.
Well, 7 seconds is the gap between Arati and Melon, so he is just cruising at the moment. He doesn't have to worry about a thing, and he just has to keep on track.
That's true. Currently, we have Trident here we're on board with, who's just having a calm old race for Red Bull, so...
Oh, and it would be good points for him in the championship as well.
Yeah, it would be. It would. I think he might actually overtake someone. I'm not sure. Let me look at the standings.
No, he's second in the championship, ain't he?
No, he's fourth. No, I mean, he'd extend his gap to Oiskry, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, Bruno would close in on Oiskry right now. I think he might even maybe overtake him.
Green goes a little bit wide in Lutfield, but no, not in Lutfield. Sorry.
I think Bruno is gonna.
3.3 seconds is the gap between Green and Chris.
Nice. I think Bruno's approaching.
Oh, Chris made a mistake then because he fell back quite a bit.
Yeah.
3 seconds now.
But have any even pit yet? That's the thing.
No, they haven't pit.
Bruno.
Bruno has pit. Oh, that's why Bruno. Yeah. Okay. So Trident's up to like P5.
Oh, and he's in the wall.
Oh, again.
And he's in the wall at the entry of Baggett's and Beckett's.
Oh my days. My fingers, whoa. Oh no.
Oh, and no.
No, Bruno Raptors has overtaken Trident. Yeah. Bruno Raptors has overtaken Trident. So, there's that. And Bruno has pitted, of course.
Green, and there goes Chris.
Great. Well, I guess we'll keep it green for now. Pixel.
Has Melon pits?
No. The top 5 haven't pit.
Chris has a little mix up as well, and Maggots and Beckett's as well.
Danny says he's gonna retiring. No. His finger is weird.
No. I want my fucking money back.
God damn it, Danny. If he jumps out, he'll be out of the race.
And Chris comes in.
Oh, Chris is into the pit lane. Alright, so Chris into the pit lane.
Green stays out.
Alright, so V-Carb trying to pull the undercut here. Let's see what they choose to do. From the hard tire, he puts on a set of medium tires. To the end of the race we go.
Danny has kept going here, and he's already on the back of someone.
Oh, nice. Well, he's been lapped, but like Danny has kept it going. Okay.
Oh no, it's Bacon.
Yeah. Alright, well.
He's behind the Lambo, so I'm suggesting it's either Bruno.
Crucially, one of the top drivers has pitted. Melon is opted to stay out.
Danny have come in. Bruno stays out.
Danny's left. Danny's left.
Danny left again. Okay, great. Alright,
is staying out.
Pixel's in. Okay, so he's in for Braun. So is Trident. Alright.
So that will give second place to Bruno Warriors. Bruno Warriors.
Where's Bruno Raptors in all of this? So Bruno's cleanly through on that. So there's that. Melon obviously stayed out along with Ninja Warrior.
Arati's on the back of Chris here.
Oh, hang on. This is actually really tight here. Chris came into the pit and Arati's now all over his rear end. No, they're coming in the cups right now.
Yeah,
so the McLaren all over the rear end of the V-Carb. Can he make an overtake? This is going to be crucial for Chris to stay ahead. He doesn't want to be losing too much time. Green into the pit lane now.
Yeah, Green comes in, so this could be massive where he comes out.
And you know what else is massive?
Holy. What are we thinking?
So
Green Ninja Warrior comes in, puts on a soft compound tires. Chris coming around Stowe right now. It could be quite tight between these two. Green Ninja Warrior still in the pit lane. Chris has a whole other corner to round. Melon's also in.
Where's Chris?
Chris coming around the final corner. Green Ninja Warrior soon to exit the pit lane, and Green's still going to be ahead, crucially. Green Ninja Warrior cleanly ahead, but Chris, he has closed the gap. It is that much closer now between these two, and the tires are freshly warm for Chris and
11
V-Carb.
laps to go.
This will be a straight fight all the way to the end. Fresh tires.
And now Bruno
for
is
these
in
drivers.
third, but the question is, will he be able to hold out until the end of the race?
Yeah, that is true. Bruno did a massive undercut. I don't think he's going to stay out to the entire race. He pitted that much earlier compared to Melon. Melon's still in P4, I believe. No, yeah, Melon's... Okay, Arati also came in.
Yes, he is, because Arati pit as well.
Okay, so Arati has pitted. Alright. So Melon's in P4, and currently he's entering Brooklands. Bruno's in Lawfield. And the tire difference is going to be massive. Remember last season when Bruno tried to pull a two-stop strategy? He's trying a one-stop this season, I think.
I think Danny's retired. Yeah, he has.
He retired a long time ago. He left the game completely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he did. I thought I saw his garage.
Alright. Well, the fastest
He also
lap...
said it after he left, because he did it right in front of me.
Fastest lap currently belongs to Chris with a 24.6.
Although he is improving this lap on it, so...
Yeah. Let's see if Granger Warrior, maybe he would like to have a go at the fastest lap. Crossing the line
no,
now.
he's invalidated.
Chris
Improves his time.
Yeah, he goes purple. But there's still just the margins, but, you know. Granger Warrior.
Also, another question is about the CCs, because Green Ninja's Warrior is currently on 16. No, 26, sorry.
26. Oof. Oh yeah, that is true.
Whilst Chris is on just 20.
The CC limit is up to, is 35, so the closest one to a penalty right now it's Axel for Mercedes. He's 5 away. Currently he's trying to hunt down.
The next closest is Green.
Yeah, and the next closest is Green, which is going to be crucial. He's going to have to keep those CCs under that limit of 35 with about 10 laps to go.
Axel's also got to worry about Arati behind him as well. He's in his rear view mirrors.
Oh yeah, he could see the McLaren hunting him down, and we know Arati, he does like to give people a bit of run for their money. Let's see if he can close in on Ginger. He's already doing that through Loffield. You can see the Mercedes going slightly wider, and Arati closing in all the time. Approaching Cops now with the McLaren on board with him, hunting down this Mercedes slightly
Can you
wide.
hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, my internet just died for a moment, so I'm happy I'm not racing.
Lovely. Alright, well, Arati, you can see, he's closing on Ginger that much more aggressively than the Mercedes would have liked, and it's an easy overtake for Arati through Chapel, and it's cleanly through for the McLaren of Arati. He is now up into P6, and let's see if he can now try and have a go at the Red Bull of Demo, about 3 seconds up the road. So, let's see. 3 or 4 seconds up the road, roughly like that, so, yeah.
1.9 is the gap between Chris and Green, so that's extended.
Yeah, and Green's done exceptionally well today, obviously.
Yeah, he's done really well, leading for 18 laps, and also with his strategy as well.
Oh,
there is still a question, will Green get a penalty, which will benefit Chris?
That is
Do you
true.
send the internet FIA chat?
Meanwhile, Bruno, I mean, he's still ahead of Melon, and he's maintaining that gap now. So, I mean, we'll see if he maintains it to the end of the race. Still got a long bit of ways to go, but yeah, we gotta see what Melon can do. Does he choose to push to the end? Does he keep his tires within check? What does Bruno do? That's the battle for the podium, of course. Pixel doing his own thing right now. He's down in P8. I believe Trinit is behind him, which he is. He's at Cop, so a bit ways behind.
Green is running away with it.
Yeah, he is. Green doing exceptionally well.
But barely. If you look at the time,
I guess you just have to wonder, did Chris and Visa Kasha have jumped the gun too early with that stop?
Green is purple in sector 1.
24.
Maybe setting a fastest lap right now.
Yeah, he's going to try and go for it. They both have the exact same 24.6, but the numbers are swapped around. 24.645 for Chris, 24.654 for Green. So, Green and Jor are going for that fastest lap, I'm guessing. Very wide through Cops, though. Might have lost him some time.
I'll be back in a minute. I'm gonna
Alright. Hang on.
Well, and Ginger's had a little mix-up, and Tribe and Gan is now right on the back of him.
Oh yeah, that is true. Trying it right behind the Mercedes, very wide through Brooklands though. It seems
Look at
that
Pixel.
yeah, you could see the Mercedes struggles through that
look at
corner.
Yeah, look. And there goes Pixel.
On my screen is still behind, but
Yeah.
alright, oh, a bit
Green
wide.
goes third with a 1:24.58.
Alright, Green now with the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. And
Although
Pixel.
Prix
Oh,
is
Ginger and Pixel as well! Oh, both of them! Oh my days! They kept it going, and both of them made the exact same mistake at Beckett's. That was incredibly weird. Pixel and Ginger both nearly decked it into the wall at Beckett's. But yeah, they keep it going, but only thing is Pixel has lost a bit of time. See if he can try and claw that time back. Meanwhile, Melon and Bruno, the gap is now 5 seconds between them. So Bruno looks like for the time being he is keeping his tires in check.
Oh, and Jin! Jeez, racing line, sorry.
Okay.
I thought he went off.
Oh, okay.
I thought he went off.
Oh, a bit of oversteer though, exiting Aintree in the loop.
Oh, and the Ratty's on the back of Demo.
Yes, oh yeah, through Luffield we go. Look at how much more confident the McLaren of Arati is through that corner. Better straight line speed, better exits for Arati, and he gets through on the Red Bull of Demo. Into Cops we go. Demo gonna try and fight this back as side by side. Wheel to wheel these two go through that corner. Great overtake if Arati can make this one stick. Into Maggot to Beckett we go. Looks like he's gonna be ahead for the time being. Slightly compromises line though. Demo not that far behind, but then Demo makes a mistake himself. Forced to go wide on Arati. Gets ahead of the Red Bull. Up into P5
Cody,
he
did
is
you
now.
previously say that? Did you previously say that Green Ninja Warrior is under investigation?
No. What would he be under investigation for?
Then who was it? I don't know. I just think I heard it a few minutes
Perhaps
ago.
it was something with the CCs because we
Yeah.
did say that Green was on a lot, so.
Yeah, he's on 28 right now. So, I mean, there's that.
Oh, Pixel's overtaken Ginger.
Oh, he has finally? Oh, yeah, there we go. Pixel ahead of Ginger now by quite some distance. The gap between Bruno and Melon, though, crucially, that gap is closing. And there's only a handful of laps left in this race. It was 5 seconds on the previous lap. It's now down to 3. So maybe this is the drop-off point of Bruno's tires. And he has to go to the end of the race now. He's committed. Trying an audacious, aggressive one stop.
I just hear someone's just saying mass murder.
Yeah, that was Boom.
yeah.
Yeah, I thought I heard someone.
Let's see, in the first sector, Melon with a 24.9, Bruno 24.9 in the middle sector, Melon 35.3, and Bruno with 35.8. It's really the middle sector where the tire difference is that much more crucial. Through the final sector we go now on to lap 22. The gap 1.9 seconds out in front between the two race leaders. And the gap now up to 4 seconds. Melon with a 25.9 and Bruno with 27.0. Oh, Melon slightly compromises his line through turn 2 there. Definitely cost him some time. So Bruno doing what he needs to be doing. Maintaining consistent times, not making too many mistakes. It'll be a great podium for him if he manages to keep it tidy. Very wide through Brooklands with Melon. Likes to keep a tight line, then run the car out wide through Luffield, it looks like. And let's see. What's he doing that? Ginger. Yeah. Tried it. Can Trident close in on Ginger? Let's see if he can. We'll give it a go. We'll give it his best shot. But, yeah.
Oh, and Ginger's gone off.
Oh, Ginger! As I was talking about it. And Trident goes through cleanly on the Mercedes. And another mistake at Luffield for Axel.
You have to feel for him, though.
Yeah, it's been
he's almost done it.
it's been a horrible corner
Horrible
for the
loss,
Mercedes of Axel through there.
Yeah, and this is not what Axel needs after Crush just said that he's on the
Melon's
verge
closing
of
in very fast
firing.
from Bruno right now.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, he is.
on the previous lap,
I like how
Melon
it's-
was that much quicker. He set a 26.3 compared to Bruno's 28.0. So this could
Around
be
the
where the
straight.
tires struggle for the Lamborghini. Lap 23.
Yeah,
or
like I said,
27.
like I was saying, this is not the kind of performance that Axel needs to perform, because Crush just said that he's on the verge of firing half of his drivers. He's getting the tattooing treatment.
That is wild, bro. All right, the gap now.
I mean,
down
you
to
have to
less...
guess which half the drivers, because Ginger may be running and making a mistake, but at least he's running. Ethan wasn't even here.
Yeah, he DNF'd because he's like, I gotta go, so it's not ideal. And the gap now down to only about 0.5 of a second between Bruno and Melon. Bruno with a bit of a bunny hop exiting cops. And this is where the tires really, so you can see the difference between here. How much more confident Melon is on these types of corners. And oh, as I say that, Melon, big mistake. Oh, Melon, what's he done? Big mistake through Beckett, and Bruno's been saved there. A bit of a lifeline by him, and he says mouse. Oh, Melon says, whoa. Okay, he keeps it going. I think he got it fixed, but Melon said mouse issue. Oh. And he's slowing down. What's Melon he's going really slow right now. This is not ideal for Rusty's, and Bruno Raptors is just giving a major lifeline right there. The gap has increased to about now 3 seconds. First it was a cat, now it's a mouse. So yeah, it's a cat and mouse game over there at Melon's house. So, yeah, that's great. Sorry, always has like some sort of excuse. What is that mic? Holy, it's like a buzzing sound.
Oh yeah, because now my headset's fucked. God damn it.
Oh my days. Okay. Well. Alright. Gap increased to 2.6 out in front. Great Ninja Warrior. Oh, Axel, 5-second time penalty, excessive corner cutting.
Oh. He's gone off.
Oh, again.
Spun it
Oh
round.
my days.
again.
I just spit it there.
Spun it
What
round,
the
he
hell?
kept it on track.
Oof. Great Ninja Warrior on
And
29 right now.
oh.
Oh.
Drifting.
His tires must be shot. That's why he's oversteering this much.
Okay, now I'll start coming back.
A day in the office at Mercedes AMG Petronas.
Question is, well, we basically see that Chris is now, he's not going to win the race. So does he opt to pit and go for the fastest lap here? I mean, Ninja Warrior does have it right now. And the
I
gap...
think he does. I don't think the gap between him and Bruno is enough.
Melon's now ahead. Hey,
Don't
crucially,
hit-
Melon's ahead of Bruno Raptors now. Melon gets ahead of
Oh.
the gap. Is up to 32 seconds. Okay, so, I mean, he might just about... I mean, the tire difference is going to be major, so he could make
I mean,
an
there's also a
overtake.
question. If Green gets a penalty, Chris may capitalize on it.
That is, well, I mean,
And
the
if he
gap's
pits, he
5.2.
won't be able to get it.
Yeah, the gap is 5.2 right now. So, I
Oh,
mean,
never mind.
Bruno oversteering at
it's
the
been
exit.
saved by Melon, and there goes.
Take position. Wait, what? Wait, what? Melon's just let Bruno through. He's typing, and he's like, what is Melon doing right now?
What is that? What? Yeah. What
Oh,
is
Bruno
that?
going wide slightly. No, he keeps on the track. Okay. Melon's just, I'm not sure. It's a mouse issue or it's something else, but that Rusty's doesn't look,
I get the feeling that he's just taunting.
he probably, like, it is, I mean, if it was, he's just taunting Bruno, that's quite harsh. Well, we're on the penultimate lap now. What will Chris do? He has to pit this lap if he wants to go for the fastest lap. He doesn't pit. 3.2 seconds, the gap is closed.
Now he's banking on Green making a mistake.
Yeah, oh, Melon's still typing, saying never. Axel now with a 10-second time penalty. Adds up to 15 for excessive corner cutting, so...
Yeah, and he's just about to get lapped.
Oh,
as
Bruno
well, and
oversteering
then-
all over the place, and you can see
He's
Melon.
all over the place.
Melon's closing it that much more, but I mean, you can hear Melon like lifting off, and he's weaving. Like, he could hear his car lift up to the corners. He could overtake him right now if he wanted to. I think Boom's right. He's just taunting that Lamborghini right now, playing with the Lambo, getting in his head. Bruno drifting. You can see Melon's again lifting off. through the exit of the corner. And Bruno very wide through there. Bruno's gone wide off the racetrack. But he's still ahead.
Question is, will perhaps Arati overtake Bruno? Because he's not that far off.
Yeah, that is true. That he's not that far off. He's not about, 3 seconds of the tire difference right now.
He's just behind Kanye.
Yeah, Arati, he could sneak away with something right here if something went wrong up ahead of them, or up ahead of him right now. So we'll have to see. But we are now approaching the final lap with Green Ninja Warrior, and he has done this race everything correct from the start. To the defending, to the strategy, to the driving, everything has gone Green Ninja Warrior's way. 29 corner cuts at this rate. He will not get a penalty. Oh, Melon saying bye. What's up with Melon? Arati. Look at Arati. He's now right behind him. So.
Kanye might be talking Bruno, but Arati sure won't.
Yeah, Arati would definitely want to get a podium here. If it can maybe happen. Bruno going very wide. He's drifting through when Melon makes the overtake. Melon now ahead of Bruno Raptors. And here comes Arati. Bruno on the main straight. Bruno! He's kept it alive. Bruno still continues the race. And later comes Arati now. Can he such a podium away from Melon? On his return, Arati has a chance to get a podium here for McLaren. Melon cannot afford to fumble this one. If he does, it'd be amazing. It would be quite funny. But crucially, Green Ninja Warrior...
It's going to be like a massive fumble.
Yeah, Green Ninja Warrior now on 31 cc's, but that's not going to matter. We're now in the final sector with the Canadian driver. It's won last weekend and crucially closed the gap in the championship to only 8 points. It's now going to be just 1 point separating Green Ninja Warrior and Chris as he comes home. Back-to-back victories in the United Kingdom for the Canadian and Bron GP as he comes home to win the British Grand Prix for a second time here at Silverstone. A perfect weekend for Green Ninja Warrior. Chris will come home in second place and respectively GG, he says, gotta go and bye. But meanwhile, in the background, you can see Arati forced to cut the corner going wide. No, he's made too many mistakes as Arati. Melon is still ahead and he's taunting, he's weaving all over the straight. And Arati's on 20 corner cuts while what's it called? Melon, he's on 18. Through the chicane we go for the final time.
About the gingers.
Yeah, that is it. Alright, well, Melon comes across the line for Rusties. He finishes P3, 40 seconds behind the leader. And Arati, a valiant effort though. You have to give it up. Valiant effort for Arati, P4, and Bruno Raptors in P5. Got too audacious with the strategy. Pitted too early, and he has to settle for P5. In P6, it's going to be Pixel in the second Bron GP. Hasn't even crossed the line yet. Here we go. Pixel in P6. Trident in P7. About 2 seconds behind. Demo coming through the chicane now. Actually finished behind his teammate.
It's a nice little moment between the Ford and the Mercedes.
Yeah, that is wild. There we go. Demo finishes in P8, Ginger P9, and P10 will belong to Bacon. That's the British Grand Prix.